Hello, and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program this week. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 Plus News. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. Arlington County's COVID case site has reported the following data as of August 1st. The total case count on that day was 57,268. As for vaccinations, we examined Arlington County's vaccination tracker. As of July 31st, 203,491 Arlingtonians aged 5 and above have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. They show that figure as 84.7% of their estimated eligible population of 240,119 Arlingtonians. The percentage change results from the recent inclusion of children under the age of 5. 36,628 Arlingtonians, now including young children, remain unvaccinated. Meanwhile, Arlington's website now has a new feature, monkeypox information. Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for 5 through 11-year-olds is still available at the following locations. Arlington Mill Community Center, that's located at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, and Walter Reed Community Center, that's located at 2909 16th Street South. Walk-ins for 5 through 11-year-olds are available Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. In addition, free Pfizer and Moderna COVID vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months by appointment only. For more information, consult the Arlington County website. Once again, it's time for the Arlington County Fair. This year, the fair begins on Wednesday, August 17th, and runs through Sunday, August 22nd. The hours are as follows. Wednesday, outdoor only, 5 to 10 p.m. Thursday, outdoor only, 5 to 10 p.m. Friday, indoor, 4 to 10 p.m. Outdoor, 2 to 11 p.m. Saturday, indoor, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Outdoor, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sunday, indoor, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Outdoor, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Arlington Independent Media will have an indoor booth at the fair, and they look forward to seeing you. Award-winning poet and Marymount University professor Holly Karapekova will launch an Arlington Youth Poetry Anthology. The American Academy of Poets has selected Arlington's Poet Laureate award-winning poet and Marymount University professor Holly Karapekova for a 2022 American Academy of Poets Laureate Fellowship. The $50,000 awards are given to honor poets of literary merit appointed to serve in civic positions and to enable them to undertake meaningful, impactful, and innovative projects that engage their fellow residents, including youth, with poetry, helping to address issues important to their communities, as well as create new work. The fellowships were established in partnership with the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation. Read more about the 2019 Poets Laureate Fellows, 2020 Poets Laureate Fellows, and 2021 Poets Laureate Fellows and their civic projects. The majority of the award monies will fund a project that Karapekova had already put in motion, an Arlington Youth Poetry Anthology, with seed money from Arlington Arts. Karapetkova formed partnerships with DC's hip-hop-based educational nonprofit Words Beats Life and the local nonprofit and publisher Day 8. Arlington County Public School students and students who live in Arlington County are invited to submit poems. The anthology will be augmented by a series of readings and workshops featuring the published poets, as well as lesson plans and reading experiences designed to engage youth through poetry.
Here is some more information from Arlington's press release on the Poet Laureate Karapetkova. Taking note of the volatile political discourse and pandemic that have marked recent years, Karapetkova stated, and we quote, "As Poet Laureate, I feel a strong desire to lift up the voices of the youth in my community and to use poetry as a way to bring people together, to find a sense of community and healing. In times of distress, poetry provides a language for our hurt and frustration and an outlet for our expression of grief and anger. It can provide a means for healing." End quote. Serving as an advocate for poetry and the literary arts, Karapetkova's charge is to raise Arlingtonians' consciousness and appreciation of poetry in its written and spoken forms. She has leaned into the work of encouraging and uplifting youth poets during her tenure. As such, with support from Words Beats Life, Karapetkova initiated an Arlington Youth Laureate, Charlotte Molesky, in February 2021. Kashfi Rahmani assumes the title of Arlington Youth Laureate for 2022. However, Molesky will continue as co-editor of the anthology. Karapetkova has spearheaded new projects such as Visual Verse, a month-long traveling exhibition which projected onto public buildings works by the Poets Laureate of the United States of America, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and D.C.'s Youth Poet Laureate. She adjudicated the adult iteration of Arlington's Moving Words Poetry Competition, which places winning poems by local poets on Arlington Transit art buses. Karapetkova also participated in poetry readings at events including the 2021 Roslyn Jazz Festival and the 2022 Columbia Pike Blues Festival. Karapetkova is the author of 2 award-winning books of poetry. Towline, winner of the Vern Rutsala Poetry Prize from Cloudbank Books, and Words We Might One Day Say, winner of the Washington Writers Publishing House Prize for Poetry. Her poetry, prose, and translations have appeared recently in The Southern Review, Alaska Quarterly Review, Blackbird, Poetry Northwest, and many other places. She is a professor in the Department of Literature and Languages at Marymount University in Arlington, where she lives with her husband and 2 children. Karapetkova's appointment follows that of Arlington's inaugural Poet Laureate, Catherine E. Young, who was appointed in 2016. Next up, a new voter registration webpage. Arlington Votes has moved to a new domain, votearlingtonva.gov. There you can access information on voting in the upcoming elections, including voter registration, mail-in ballots, ways to get involved, and more. Again, that website is https://vote.arlingtonva.gov. Now it's time for Community Bulletin Board, or CBB.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Our first event is from the Arlington Public Library. It's for preschoolers. It's their chance to get crafty with summer crafts. Each Tuesday, children can make a different craft out of paper and other materials provided by the library. Examples include origami, bookmarks, seasonal creations, 3D creations, cards, and much more. For more information, call 703-228-5971. For the current policies on masking, see the Library Operations Update. That's on Tuesday, August 16th from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. at Glen Carlin Branch Library, 300 South Kensington Street. Next up, the Never Too Old Book Club and this month's story, A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahira Mafi. Here's the gist of it. A year after 9/11, Muslim teenager Shirin has completely withdrawn from social life until she meets Ocean James in her biology class and is tempted to actually let her guard down. You can register through the library website. They will be meeting via Zoom. Within 24 hours prior to the meeting, you will receive instructions for joining the Zoom meeting. A Zoom account is not required to join, but you will need a microphone. For more information, contact Deborah at lib.aurorahills@arlingtonva.us. This event is for adults aged 18 and up. That's on Tuesday, August 16th from 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. in the Campbell Room at Shirlington Branch Library, 4200 Campbell Avenue. This next event is for adults. It's called Stinging Insects. From colonial bees to solitary wasps, meet some of the insects that can get our attention in a painful way. During this free event, you will compare their life histories and learn which ones are not as scary as you might think. You can register online through the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 642-842-E. That's on Wednesday, August 17th from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. This is a virtual event, which should make it even less scary. Our next event is for kids in grades 6 through 8. It's called Tween Club Board Game Bonanza. It's a chance for tweens to learn to make new things, learn new skills, and make new friends, all while playing board games. No registration is required. Attendance is on a first-come, first-served basis until capacity is reached. For the current policies on masking, see the Library Operations Update. You can call 703-228-0325 for more information. That's on Friday, August 19th from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. in the Campbell Room at Shirlington Branch Library, 4200 Campbell Avenue. Our final CBB event is called Community Coloring. Coloring enthusiasts of all ages are invited to monthly community coloring. Participants will be working together to color a giant mural. When completed, it will be hung in the library for 1 month. No artistic talent is required to become part of this community art project. For the current policies on masking, see the Library Operations Update. You can call 703-228-5715 for more information. That's on Monday, August 22nd from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Aurora Hills Branch Library, 735 18th Street South. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. Let's start off with another 55 Plus walk. Stay active with friendly walking companions. You'll explore nearby trails and neighborhoods in a safe, socially distant manner. Destinations may be changed or excursions canceled for inclement weather. This time the walk will take place in the Gulf Branch area. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. For more information and the meetup location, call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 914-106-12, and that's on Wednesday, August 17th from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock a.m. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, credit scores and credit reports. Financial institutions never take a break, and neither should older adults. Join Virginia Cooperative Extension Master Financial Education Volunteer to find out why credit scores and reports are important and how to improve your credit score. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 914-400-25, and that's on Thursday, August 18th from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. at Walter Reed Community Center, 2909 16th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, movie matinee. Steal away and catch some great afternoon movie entertainment at Lubber Run. The movie for August is Dune from 2021. It's rated PG-13. In this Oscar-winning sci-fi film, the son of a noble family travels to a dangerous planet. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 904-804-02, and that's on Thursday, August 18th from 1 o'clock to 3:30 p.m. at Lubber Run Community Center, 300 North Park Drive. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Got some more stuff on movies. Have you ever wanted to be a movie critic? Well, now you can. Movies and Critics is an interactive movie experience. You can come just to enjoy the movie or join a critical discussion afterwards. Each month, the group will create a review for the Arlington Mill newsletter. The movie for August is called Free Guy. It's from 2021 and rated PG-13. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 914-804-06, and that's on Thursday, August 18th from 1 o'clock to 3:30 p.m. at Arlington Mill Community Center, 909 South Dinwiddie Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Finally, in 55 plus news, dragonflies and damselflies up close. Now, dragonflies and damselflies are called odonates. They are fierce aerial predators that catch other insects and eat them on the fly. You can start inside with a brief introduction to these odonates and their aquatic adolescents, then adjourn to the pond to see both adults and nymphs up close and in action. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 914-106-18. That's on Tuesday, August 23rd from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon at Gulf Branch Nature Center, 3608 Military Road. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Anyway, that's all I got for 55 plus news.
John Ayers was the unofficial mayor of Westover from 1948 to 1976. This plaque was created in memory of a man whose dedication to Westover's children was of paramount importance. He used his commercial establishment as a platform for service to his community. His love and dedication to Westover will radiate as long as he is remembered, and we won't forget.
Hi, I'm here with Christy Peterkin, and she's the daughter of the Ayers Hardware owner. Welcome, Christy.
Thank you.
So, what is Ayers Hardware exactly?
We are an old school mom and pop 5 and 10. My theory is, and hopefully our motto is, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
I see, that's so charming. So, you basically carry things that most other stores don't carry anymore.
We try to. If it's something you're having a hard time finding and I can get it for you, I will. And if I can't, I'll go through the internet and try to dig it up for you. Even if I can't get it, I'll tell you where you can.
Right, and what do you find that the community says about Ayers Hardware?
Generally, we get positive feedback. People like to walk in the front door and take a deep breath in because it smells like their childhood.
Yes.
The stores they remember from back in the day.
Right.
And that's true for a lot of the folks my age and older. But even the younger generations seem to appreciate that we're a little bit different.
Right, yes. I could see that right away when I first walked into this place years ago, coming from California, and I had never been in here, but immediately felt right at home.
Oh, good.
And what else is it besides, I mean, it just seems like you have the hardware store section part of it, and then this additional section.
So we sell a little bit of everything. The hardware side is kind of a mini hardware. We don't have a lumber section, but we do have a little bit of everything else that you could probably want. The variety side is a huge mix. We have toys, we have school supplies, housewares, household chemicals, both indoor and outdoor chemicals.
Alarm clocks.
We do. We have alarm clocks.
Everything.
We do.
Pumice stone.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
coming here for
absolutely.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the history of Ayers?
So the store was started in the late 1940s by John Ayers. I don't know the exact date because I've never gone down to pull the business license, but we know late 40s.
Right.
He owned it until 1976 when he passed away, and that's when my parents purchased it from his nephew who did not wish to be a retailer. And we've had it ever since.
Oh, that's so nice. It must be comforting for so many Arlingtonians to have this store here.
They tell us it is. They don't want us to change anything. When my father purchased it, he had to change the shelving because it was, unfortunately, a shoplifter's paradise of little hidey holes and things.
Oh, my gosh.
And so when he changed it, we heard negative feedback for years. 15, 20 years later, you changed the counters.
That's so funny.
But people finally got used to it and
great.
thankfully didn't stop shopping here.
Yeah. So what's your father's name?
Ronald Kaplan, and my mom's name is Wilma.
That's awesome.
And they still come in a couple days a week, and my brother and I manage it for them the rest of the time.
That's so great.
It's fun.
So how do you find yourselves involved in the community?
So we do several events with the other businesses in Westover. We do an Easter egg hunt every year over at Reed School's playground area. We usually do a Halloween event that the trick-or-treaters can come and trick-or-treat at the different stores.
Oh, that's so nice.
We have had a Santa here every year since who knows when.
Right.
And our Santa is free for those who bring their children down. They bring their cell phones and take pictures and sit and chat at will. And it's kind of nice because it's not a big, scary experience at the mall. It's just Santa sitting up in the hardware section.
Right. So is that any day during the holiday season? Or?
It's certain days, and we post it both on our Facebook page and on our front door.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's
And do the people from the farmers market, which takes place, I think, on Sundays, right?
yes.
Do they come in here after that, or do you guys? Does the store have a representative that goes over there, or do you notice any effect either way?
Not really. Unfortunately for us, our business tended to slow down some on Sundays with the advent of the farmers market. We're not quite sure what the reason for that was, but we don't generally see much business directly at that time.
I see.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Not sure why.
Yeah. But you have a lot of additional employees besides yourself that work here. Isn't that right?
We do. We have all total 17 employees. 7 of those are full-time, and the rest are part-time teenagers and college students who we have hired and employed for years.
Wow. Well, I know that there are some very regular employees that I recognize every time I come in here.
Oh, yes. Yes, our full-timers we have been here a long time. We even have one employee who's been here 55 years. She worked for Mr. Ayers back in the day.
Wow. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, I immediately noticed the beautiful smell in this place when I walked in here today, and I really want to thank you for having us here.
It's our pleasure.
It's fun walking into little comforts of home like Grandma's home. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Hardware. All right. See you soon.
Okay.
Let's get it started, guys. Welcome to the Arlington Comedy Show. Hold on tight, you gotta go faster, faster.